Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and teach well and have the absolute 144% truth and peace, love, and salutations and safety to the hopeful elect. All right. This lesson, I don't know what I'm going to title it, but it's going to go into the topic of the Lord only loves Israelites. He only loves Israel, man. He's only dealing with Israel, all right? I'm not going to get into the elect of Israel, all right? The chosen of Israel, all right? But, he's only dealing with the Israelites, all right? The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? The 12 tribes, all right? Which are the Lord's people, man, all right? And the Lord, these scriptures are only speaking, this book is only speaking to the Israelites, all right? No other nations, okay? This is why this book makes no sense to people, man, all right? Because it's only speaking to the Lord's people. It's only speaking to the Israelites, all right? And this is Romans 11:1. I say then, hath Yahweh cast away his people, all right? God forbid, for I also am an Israelite. All right, so Yahushua is an Israelite, all right, from the tribe of Judah. That's why they say so-called Jesus was a Jew, because he was. He was from the tribe of Judah, all right, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin, okay. This was in Yahushua, but Yahushua was from the tribe of Judah, but yeah, man. This is verse 2. Yahweh hath not cast away his people, which he foreknew. What ye not what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession to Yahweh against Israel, saying, all right. I'm going to stop right there. But yeah, the Lord has not done away with his people, man. Or he's not doing, he hasn't, Yahushua didn't come down here and die for everybody, man. He only died for the Israelites and the elect of the Israelites, if that, man. Okay? The 144,000. Okay? Let me see. This is Romans 11, same chapter, 11:23. Yeah, 11-23 says, and they also, if they abide not still in unbelief, shall be grafted in. For Yahweh is able to graft them in again. Okay? You have to be grafted into this thing, man. All right? And the other nations can't be grafted in. All right? They can't be included in this covenant. All right? All right, so if you're an Israelite, man, if you don't have this truth and you're hearing this truth for the first time, all right, you have to be grafted in. You have to be reborn. All right, you have to put off the ways of your old ways and renew by the renewing of your mind, man. You have to be reborn, okay? All right, put off all the things that you learned in college and all that, the earth is flat, and, if you're one of those kind of people, the world's been around for millions and billions of years. You got to put that away. You got to restart, put the refresh button, okay? Press the refresh button, all right? All right, so verse 24, for if thou wert cut off the olive tree, which is wild by nature, all right? Our people are wild by nature, man, okay? And, there's many examples of that, man, okay? We're even worse than the wicked, man. We're more wicked than the wicked, man. All right, our people are smart, are wise to do evil, but to do good, we have no knowledge. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, so we're wild in nature, man. All right, and this olive tree is comparing the Israelites, man. All right, our people. All right, we're the wild olive tree. All right, for if thou wert cut off the olive tree, which is wild by nature, and wert grafted contrary to nature into a good olive tree, how much more shall these, which be the natural branches, be grafted into their own olive tree? Okay. Let me see. Let me keep reading. Okay. I'm gonna read 25. For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery. Okay, it's a mystery, or to this world, man. All right, that the Lord's only speaking to the Israelites and the elect. All right, of Israel. All right, the 144,000 men, and the 1/3 innumerable multitude. Okay, that's a mystery. All right, to this world. All right, people are also ignorant to it, and plus the Lord's blinded the world to understanding what these scriptures are speaking to. All right, what these scriptures are all about. All right, for I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits. Okay, because our righteousness, all right, is like dirty rags to the Lord's righteousness. Roughly paraphrasing, the ways that we think are we don't think. Our thoughts are not the Lord's thoughts, all right? Roughly paraphrasing, all right? Lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Israel, all right? Our people are blind. The Lord has blinded our people from knowing this truth. People think we're black, all right? Our people think we're Mexicans. Us Mexicans think we're, Spaniards, all right? Think we're native Indians. No, man. We're Israelites, all right? From the tribe of blank, tribe of Issachar, tribe of Gad, tribe of Judah, tribe of Benjamin, Levi, all right? Zebulun, all right? Asher, all right? Etc. That blindness in part is happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. All right? Who are these Gentiles, man? All right? The elect, all right, the elect of Israel, all right, the men of Israel who are dwelling amongst these nations, all right, the same in the ancient days, all right, there's Israelites in Rome, all right, they were Roman citizens, okay, just like we got Israelites in the Philippines, all right. What would you call? All right, since I'm in America, what would I call myself? An American, all right, because I'm an American citizen, but that doesn't deter the fact that I'm an Israelite, man. All right. It says until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. All right. Before I knew this truth, I was calling myself an American. I was calling myself an American citizen. I was calling myself, I was a Gentile, man. All right, amongst these nations. All right. But I came into this truth. The Lord brought me into this truth. All right. I pray to Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai that He seals me. All right. That He's chosen me. All right. And the men of the Lord have to wake up the rest of the Gentiles, the rest of the elect. All right, around the world through YouTube and through preaching on the highways and byways. Okay. So these Gentiles aren't speaking about the Gentiles of the other nations, all right? Okay? He's not speaking about these Edomites, all right? The other nations outside of Israel, the people, all right? He's speaking about the Israelites, all right? The elect of Israel, okay? Let me get this. Psalms. I think it's Psalms 147. Yeah, 147:1. I'm gonna read to 2. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto Yahweh, for it is pleasant, and praise is comely. Verse 2. The Lord doth build up Jerusalem. He gathereth together the outcasts of who? Of Esau? Of America? Of Asia? Of Israel, man. Okay? Not of Ammon, not of Elam, Japheth, not of Edom, okay, etc. No, Israel, all right? And Israel's, we're counted as outcasts in this, in this world, man. We're outcasts, man. We're in these hoods and these ghettos and, even the Israelites, among other nations and, those slums in India, those are Israelites. Most of those are Israelites in there, man. All right. How do you say it? The untouchables. All right. There's a reason why, that's a thing. Okay. Because we're outcasts in this world, man. And the Lord made it like that because we transgressed the laws, the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai. So the Lord, He did not cast us out forever. He didn't cast us out like, did away with us. He casted us out as us being on top. All right, being on top of these people, man. All right, because we're supposed to be rulers of the world, man. All right, but we're in this low estate, and the Lord has to bring us back. All right, through the men of the Lord, through the loins of the elect. All right. 2/3 have to be cut off because they're wicked and learn death by pain, and then the elect be saved and establish righteousness upon the earth, and then the other nations that aren't of Israel have to go into slavery, build up the kingdom for us, and then we establish righteousness and everything, the animals and all that, everything goes back to its natural order. Everything's in peace, everything's clean, no waste, everything's perfect. All right, and then the wicked 2/3 are born through the loins of the men of the Lord. All right, and everybody's gonna remember themselves. Everybody's gonna remember everything, and everything's gonna be peaceful, man. Okay, besides these other nations, especially Esau, man. Then Esau, after 1,000 years of building up the kingdom, we're gonna burn them off the face of the earth, and they shall never exist, man. They're gonna be extinct, and who knows? They might be. I don't even want to say this. They might be reincarnated or regenerated into another nation, all right? But who knows, man? That's not written, all right? And then we're going to multiply and be so fruitful that we're going to have to extend our people into the other planets and galaxies and, happily ever after, man, okay? That's the truth, all right? That's prophecy, man. That's what's going to happen, okay? It says, verse 3, He healeth the broken in heart, because we're broken in heart right now, all right? We're strung on drugs. Our families are broken up, okay? We're in jail, man. We're in prison, all right? And bindeth up their wounds, okay? And the men of the Lord have been in many jams and in sticky situations, and the Lord brought them out of all of them, okay? And I could account for many, testimonies, but, I'm not going to get into that, all right? So, yeah, Yahweh Shem Shai is dealing with Israel, man. Okay? Let me get this. Jeremiah 11:16. The Lord called thy name a green olive tree, all right? Fair and of goodly fruit, with the noise of a great tumult. He hath kindled fire upon it, and the branches of it are broken. Okay, it says green olive tree, fair and of good fruit. All right, that's speaking about the elect and the righteous of this green olive tree of Israel. All right, the 1/3 and the men of the Lord, the elect. All right, this is the 2/3. With the noise of a great tumult, he kindled a fire. He kindled fire upon it, and the branches of it are broken. All right, this is the 2/3 being cut off, okay? This is the parable of the green olive tree, all right? You see. Yeah, verse 17, this proves the fact, all right? For the Lord of hosts that planteth thee hath pronounced thee evil against thee, for the evil of the house of Israel and the house of Judah, the house of Israel, speaking about, the northern kingdom, all right? That's what we're called, all right? It's in, it says, in the house of Judah, which is the southern kingdom, all right? Benjamin, Levi, and Judah, which they have done against themselves to provoke me to anger and offering incense unto Baal, all All right, that's what we were doing, offering, sacrificing. We're worshiping. We're being idolatrous, not idolatrous to other gods, worshiping other gods that were given to these other nations. We're following after the other nations, man. All right. That's why wicked 2/3 have to be cut off, man, because they're not going to come back. All right. They're not hearkening into this word. Okay. Let me get Romans 10:1. Trying to keep this short. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to Yahweh for Israel is that they might be saved. All right. Who being saved? Israel. All right. It's not speaking about any other nation. Does Israel encompass the whole world? No. All right. This is the Lord's people. All right. Verse 2 of, verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge. Our wicked, the wicked of our nation, even they believe there's a higher power, man. You can see it, in the way they act and the way they carry themselves and what they say in these interviews and the way they live. All right. They have a fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, but not according to knowledge. All right. They don't even know the Lord's name. All right. They keep saying God and God, All right. God, Jesus. All right. Keep eating pork. They keep saying Yahuwah, Yahusha, all these, Edomite names, names that these Edomites came up with, all this BS. Going to church made with hands, all right? Wearing fringes on their T-shirts and not, instead of wearing garments, going outside in public, going to work with fringes, all right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, hey, man, you're just convicting yourself, man. You're putting a target on your back, all right? Because we're not in the times to be doing that right now, all right? If you want to wear your garment when you're preaching on the highways and byways, all right? Not when you're at work, all right? Because that puts a big target on your back, and you're just gonna bring hell upon yourself, all right? We're not supposed to be overly righteous, okay? Yeah, that's it on that one. I'm gonna go to Romans 9:3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Yahushua for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh. Verse 4, who are Israelites. Okay? So, if you have this truth, you're most likely an Israelite, man. All right? The brethren, all right? You see these great millstone videos, man, and you see a light skin, you see a guy that looks like a white man, an Edomite. Hey, man, he has this truth, man. He has this knowledge. His seed line goes back to the 12 tribes, man. He goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Our people are mingled amongst these nations, all right? And you are who your father is, okay? Not your mother, all right? So you may have a lack of pigment, okay? You may have straight hair. You may be blonde. You may have blue eyes. You might look like an Edomite, talk like an Edomite, even act like an Edomite. But if you have this truth, man, all right? If you have this truth and this knowledge and understanding, and if you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, if you believe that your seed line, your father's seed line goes back to the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? Then you're most likely an Israelite, man, all right? Most likely, man. Probably are, man, okay? It says, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory of the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of Yahweh and the promises, okay? Yeah, man. Verse 4, I already read that. Go to Romans chapter 1, verse 7. It says, no, not 7. verse 1 and 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of Yahweh, called to be saints. All right. Grace to you and peace from Yahweh our Father and the Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay. Who are the saints? It says to all that be in Rome. Who's ruling Rome in that time? Edomites, man. So-called white people. Who are the modern day Romans? White people, man. All right, those Roman gladiators. All right. They're walking today. All right. These buff, big gladiator-looking dudes in the gym. Those are the ancient Roman gladiators, man. They're reborn and doing the same thing. Literally, man. And yes, there were some Jake gladiators, and they're in the gym with them, man. With those big old muscles, all right? Deadlifting 1,000. I don't know how much a person could actually deadlift, but, the most someone could deadlift. But, yeah, man, those big old dudes you see on TV, those gladiator-looking dudes, all right? Huge as hell, looking like Hulk. Yeah, those are the ancient Roman gladiators back then. They're reincarnated now, man. All right, it says called. All right, it says to all that be in Rome, beloved of Yahweh, called to be saints. All right. So yeah, like I said, who ruled Rome? Who ruled the Roman Empire? These Edomites. But why is it speaking about beloved of Yahweh, called to be saints? All right. It says to all that be in Rome, beloved to Yahweh, called to be saints. All right. All right, this is speaking about the Israelites, all right, the elect, all right, the prophets, the Israelites that were in the saints of Israel, all right, that were Roman citizens, all right, just like America. We have Israelites that are American citizens, all right, but, you would call me an American because I'm an American citizen, but I'm an Israelite, okay? It says, grace to you and peace from Yahweh, our Father, and the Lord, Yahweh Shai, okay? Yeah, like I said, who are these saints? Okay, let me go to Psalms 148. And 14. It says, he also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints. All right, which are the Lord's. It says he exalted the horn of his people. All right. The praise of all of his saints, all right? Who are the Lord's people, all right? The Israelites, all right? But this is speaking about the saints of Israel, all right? Of his people. Even of the children of Israel, okay? Of who? Israel, a people near unto him, all right? Because the Lord loves Israel. He loves Jacob. He hated Esau. Jacob, his name was changed to Israel, Yasharallah, all right? And who was ever born after Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, are the Israelites, man. The 12 tribes of Israel, his 12 sons, okay? Praise ye the Lord. All right? But yeah, man, I recommend you looking up Isaiah chapter 40 and 15. It says, it shows you how the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, feels about these other nations. Isaiah chapter 40 and 3, in verse 1, it says, in verse 3, it says, it shows you how the Most High feels about Israel, okay? So, yeah, man, I'm going to let you, do your own little studying. But, yeah, man, the Lord is only dealing with Israel and the elect of Israel, all right? And who are the saints? The saints of Israel, all right? They are from Israel, the prophets, all right? Which are back on this day, back in the flesh today. Same spirits that were in the ancient days, they're back today, man. Prophesying the same words that they wrote down in the scriptures, man. All right? Doing the same thing. All right? Waking up the same prophets. All right? Out there on the highways and byways doing the same work. Okay? And soon, when the elect are sealed this time, all hell's going to break loose, and we're finally going to go into that everlasting rest. All right? When this mark of the beast comes to pass, we're all going to be in the, in the kingdom of heaven, resting and enjoying the pleasures of everything, man. All of our desires, 100-fold. All right, forever. Ruling over the nations, ruling over the world. All right, forever, man. joint heirs with Yahushua forever. All right. Let's see. But yeah, man, I'll give all praise, honor. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash, DTA, and Abad Babal. Shalom.